Hi YouTube, it's Adam from RC Action Australia. How's everybody out there today? So a few little builds that I didn't get to when I was on holidays, just because I was waiting on decals, etc. Finally got the decals, guys, and I went ahead and built one of the cars off camera, just because I got a bit impatient, and then the decals turned up. So I've completed that car, which obviously is a Manta Ray that I've converted to the Terra Conqueror. So that's turned out quite nice. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, so I didn't do a video on that, guys, but what I plan on doing is probably taking these both out for a run and sort of comparing, this cost me about 1/3 of the price than the Top Force build cost me. So just to compare to those out there that might want to dabble into a little bit of vintage RC and sort of replicate a Terra Conqueror. It was very easy to get the parts. Manta Ray chassis, Top Force wheels and tyres, MCI decals, and obviously Terra Conqueror body, which is the same as a Blazing Star. So very easy to get hold of all those parts, guys, and build yourself something sort of vintage and quite rare. Obviously it's not a Terra Conqueror, but obviously it's probably as close as you're going to get. So today's video, if you haven't checked out part 1 and part 2 of the Top Force, there's a couple of links above. Check that out, guys. Today's video is going to be finishing off the Top Force project that I have done. So all obviously we've got high caps, we've dyed up the wheels, we've got the carbon chassis, and obviously if you want to check out what's in it, check the link above, guys. And so we've painted it, and as you can see, I've kept the under tray clear just so you can show off that carbon fibre chassis, and obviously I've painted around the edge there just so that obviously when the shell goes on, it's sort of there's a little bit of overlapping of the shell and the under tray, so it's just all gunmetal grey. So you can see there, normal Top Force body, painted out, left the windows clear. So obviously my decals have arrived. So as I said, I'm not quite sure whether the colours are exact. They look pretty good to me compared to some pictures of some Top Forces that I've seen. So I'm going to get those decals on there, guys. I'll show you a couple of pictures as I do that, and then we'll look at the finished product. So when I do my decals, guys, I either use a pair of scissors or a small blade just to trace around the edge of the decals. So I'll get on and cut these out, and then we'll start applying them to the car. Okay, guys, so I've got most of the decals cut out that I'm going to use. Now if you notice, whenever I do my decals, guys, I always cut out very, very closely around the decal and into some of these indentations in the decals. I just find that you get a lot better quality finish, and obviously if sections do mould around certain curved parts of the body, it gives you a little bit more leverage in applying the decal and obviously stretching it out over the panels. And I think it just makes it look a lot better too when you don't have all this extra clear vinyl hanging around on top of your body. And I think more so with the aftermarket decals, because they are a little bit thicker than the genuine Tamiya ones. So I think it all just helps to give you a little bit more of a genuine finish. So back to what I was saying before, guys, about cutting some of those relief points out of the decal. There's no way I would have got that nice finish on this decal if I'd left all that decal between the orange section here. Obviously by cutting that out, I was able to mould it around certain sections and then over this little sort of air vent here. And obviously I'll get the hairdryer onto that just to mould that in a little bit better around the curves. But I'm really, really happy with how that's turned out. Okay guys, so I've got the decals on the body there. They went on quite easily actually. All I had to do was pretty much just line up the back windscreen area here and peel everything off. Now I know there's a few other decals that go on guys, but I'm not too keen on those at the moment. I might put those on once I get the car all together and sit it in place, who knows. So next, obviously I took the wing back off the car. I'm just going to clean this up with a little bit of this polycarbonate cleaner, just because there's a little bit of overspray on the wing here, and I think from memory the protective film was the actual side you had to paint, so there was a little bit of overspray. I'm just going to clean that up in a second, and we'll put the wing decals on. So obviously they will go on like so on the sides, and there's one that goes under the back here, and obviously some on the top. So I'll get on and put those on, guys. There we go guys, we've got the decals on the wing there, turned out alright, and the Top Force one under the back. So I'm going to go and install that back onto the car, put the body on and show you what it all looks like. Guys, so we'll put the decals on. As you can see, it's turned out nicely. The decals really make it pop, as you can see. And yes, I'm very, very happy with the end result. I do think it was worthwhile spending the money to sort of recreate that Evo look. And I can't wait to show you guys a little bit of running footage of this, and obviously the Terra Conqueror build that I have done. So the next video you'll see of this, guys, will be a little bit of a run video. I put the super stock setup in this one. I've got a sport tuned in the Terra Conqueror build. So I'm actually going to be quite interested to see the performance differences, plus just the general overall handling differences between the two cars. So I'll end this video with a few pictures of this car. As always guys, hit like, hit subscribe. Big thank you to all those who have, and all those that are watching the videos. I've got tons of other content guys, so check out the channel. And as always, thank you very much.